start our 12th standard accounts, chapter 1, Introduction to Partnership Deed. In 11th standard, we have studied about sole proprietorship, but there were certain limitations in sole proprietorship, which are as follows. Person has sufficient fund but no skill. So there are many persons who are having sufficient fund, they are having money, but they don't know how to run a business. Another person has skill but he has no fund. Person is skillful, he knows how to run a business, but he is not having proper funds. Third one is to distribute the business risk. There are many risks in the business. The most important is loss. Many business shut down due to loss. So to distribute the business risk, sole proprietorship is having a lot of limitations. Another is we require additional capital, skill and managerial ability. A single person cannot manage the business properly. He cannot run in all the directions for the business. So partnership frame was required. And last is expansion of business. To expand the business, a single person cannot go everywhere, so he requires different partners. The weightage of this chapter in board examination is 4 marks. One MCQ will be asked and one short sum of 3 marks will be asked. Now, what is the meaning of partnership? Partnership is a relation between the persons who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. That is, persons come together, they decide to start a business, and if they are doing a business, they are going to share profit definitely. So if persons agree to share the profit on proper ratio, the business can be carried by any one of them or by all the partners. That is known as a partnership deed. All the persons individually are known as partners and the frame is known as partnership frame. Characteristics of partnership. So partnership can be done orally or in a contract form. Generally written form partnership is more desirable. So there are certain characteristics of partnership. First is creation by contract. A contract is made either orally or in a written form, but written is more desirable. Second is profit objective. So a person, if he is carrying a business, is expecting to earn some profit. So the second objective of business of partnership is to earn profit. Third is a legal business. You will have to do a business which is legal and which is given concern by the government. Next is agents of each other. All the partners who come into existence in a partnership frame are agents of each other. That is, they are working together or anyone is working on behalf of everyone. Next is number of partners. That is up to the partners how many number of partners they want to keep or they want to not keep. But according to the laws of Companies Act section 464 of 2013, maximum numbers of partners is 100, but under the rule number 10 of Companies Rule 2014, the maximum number have been decided is 50 by the government. So number of partners in a frame must be from 2 to 50. There are unlimited liabilities if the business is suffering loss. So all the liabilities are to be paid by selling of the assets of the business or by the selling the. And the last one is ownership and management of frame. So the business which is run by them is that of own ownership and the management is done by them. Now we have learned about the characteristics of partnership. Now what is partnership deed? So generally partnership deed can be an oral agreement or a written one, but the written one is more preferable or desirable. A written agreement of partnership is called partnership deed. So all the partners come together and decide to form a partnership frame. They do a contract and the following things are included in the partnership deed. First is details of partners. All the partners who are coming together to run a business, their name, their address, all the things are written in the details of partners. Second is details of frame. That is, what will be the name of the frame or institute that is run by them, its address and all the details will be given. Third is type of business, which type of business they are willing to the partners of a business and under which proportion they will share the profit and loss. Next is capital. We know that business requires capital to run. Capital is the amount which is brought by the owner or the partners in the business. So how much capital will they bring in the business, that will be written in the partnership deed. Next is interest on capital. If a person is investing money in the business, he is expecting some interest for his investment. So that will also be mentioned in the partnership deed. Next is drawings. We know that the owner of a business draws some money for his personal use from the business is known as drawings. So how much maximum limit of drawing will be allowed for a person or a partner will be mentioned in the deed. Next is interest on drawing. If a partner is borrowing the drawing from the business, he will have to pay the interest. Generally, if you borrow some amount from bank or any other institute, we are paying the interest. Same here, interest on drawing at which rate will be provided will be mentioned in the deed. Next is distribution of profit and loss. We know the main objective of business is to earn profit. So the profit which will be earned, that will be divided in proper proportion in each partner. So that proportion, that is equally or in some different ratio, will be mentioned in the partnership deed. Next is if a person or partner is working constantly into the business, so some salary, bonus or commission will be provided to him or remuneration of partners will be provided. That will also be mentioned in the partnership deed. Next is goodwill. At the time of admission of partner or at the time of retirement of partner, goodwill is to be calculated to pay him his amount. Next is interest on loan provided by partner to friend. If business is requiring some amount of money, at that time, if a partner is having money, he can provide the money to the business in the form of loan. So how much interest will be given to him for the provided loan will be written in the partnership deed. Next is admission and retirement. Number of partners have been fixed in the partnership deed. If we require more additional capital, if we want to divide the business risk, for this we can also admit number of more partners which are mentioned in the deed, or under which circumstances a person can retire from the business, that will also be mentioned. And the last one is dissolution of a friend. Dissolution, under which circumstances the business can be stopped, it can be dissolved, all those things will be mentioned here. Suppose we are not having partnership deed present, we are not having a written document of partnership deed. So what will be the terms in absence of partnership deed? They are: first, capital is not mandatory. All the persons who will come into the business as a partner, they will have mutual understanding to bring capital or not. That will be up to them. So capital will not be mandatory, and it is to be brought by the partners who are willing to bring it. Next is no interest on capital will be provided. If you are not having a deed, a person cannot demand interest for his capital. Profit and loss distribution will be equal. Suppose there are three partners, one partner brings 10,000, another brings 20,000 and third one brings 30,000 for capital. That is, their capital is in different ratios, that is 1:2:3. If they are not having partnership deed, they are into an oral agreement. So at that time, profit and loss will be divided equally, not in the ratios. No interest on drawing. If a person or a partner borrows drawing from the business, he will not be paying the interest on drawings. No salary, bonus, commission to the partners. If a partner is working actively into the business, if there is no partnership deed in written form, no salary, bonus or commission will be provided to him. If a partner gives loan to the business, but we are not having partnership deed, at that time a partner can demand for 6% interest per annum on the loan. So if there is no partnership deed, you can provide 6% interest on loan to a partner per annum in the absence of partnership deed, and whatever expenses, reasonable expenses are done by the partner for the business, they can be imbued, that is, they can be taken back by showing proper bills. So these are the points to be kept in mind in the absence of partnership.